Not every relationship is God-sent. Some are sent to distract, delay, or even destroy you. While they may look good on the outside, charming, affectionate, or even spiritual, deep within, they slowly drain your faith, your peace, and your purpose. This is more than emotional manipulation. It's spiritual contamination. In this video, we'll uncover the signs that you're in a spiritually toxic relationship and why you must run before it's too late. What is a spiritually toxic relationship? Not every toxic relationship screams abuse. Some are quiet storms that erode your connection with God over time. A spiritually toxic relationship may feel emotionally intense or even passionate, but instead of drawing you closer to God, it subtly pulls you away from Him. It could be a romantic partner, a close friend, or even someone who claims to be a believer. But the fruit of the relationship reveals something dark. You feel confused, not peaceful. You compromise more than you grow. You're stuck, not soaring. And remember, the devil doesn't always come in horns. Sometimes he comes disguised as an answered prayer. Sign 1. You're dimming your faith to keep the peace. You used to pray boldly. You used to stand for truth. Now, you're quiet. You avoid talking about God because they roll their eyes. You hesitate to attend church because it's too much. You silence your convictions because you don't want to lose them. That's not love. That's spiritual compromise. 2 Corinthians 6:14 warns us, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Why? Because light and darkness cannot walk in agreement. If someone causes you to dim your light just to keep their attention, it's not love. It's spiritual erosion in disguise. Sign 2. They justify sin and reject conviction. When someone constantly minimizes sin, mocks purity, or justifies wrong behavior, run. Conviction is a gift from the Holy Spirit, but in a spiritually toxic relationship, that conviction is drowned by excuses. You hear things like, we're already like a married couple. God understands and we're only human. That part of the Bible is outdated. No, sin doesn't change just because culture does. A spiritually healthy person leads you away from temptation, not toward it. If you're constantly being pressured to violate God's standards, you're not being loved, you're being lured. Sign 3. You feel spiritually drained after being with them. Pay attention to the fruit of the relationship. After spending time with them, do you feel edified or empty? Do you leave conversations feeling hopeful or heavy and distant from God? Toxic relationships are spiritually draining. You give, but receive little spiritual nourishment in return. It's not a relationship, it's a spiritual leeching. Matthew 7:16 says, by their fruits you shall know them. If their presence consistently steals your joy, peace, or closeness with God, that's a dangerous sign. Sign 4. They're your obsession, not your partner. When the relationship becomes an idol, you're in dangerous waters. You think about them more than you think about God. You consult them before you pray. Their approval matters more than God's. Your whole mood rises and falls on their behavior. That's not partnership, that's idolatry. A spiritually toxic connection doesn't encourage you to seek God. It becomes a substitute for Him. And whatever replaces God in your heart becomes a snare to your soul. Exodus 23 reminds us, you shall have no other gods before me. Sign 5. They don't respect your purpose or calling. God gives you a purpose, a divine assignment, but a spiritually toxic person will often belittle it, mock it, or treat it as unimportant. They may say, you take this church thing too seriously. Your calling is not realistic. You don't have to be so deep. But when God connects you with the right person, they will support your walk, not compete with it. They will water your spiritual gifts, not weaken them. If you're constantly being made to choose between God's call and keeping them happy, you're already losing. Sign 6. You feel stuck and confused all the time. God is not the author of confusion. 1 Corinthians 14:33 says, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. But when you're with someone who pulls you in and pushes you away, 1 minute affirms you and the next minute destroys you, you're not in a godly union, you're in emotional captivity. Godly relationships don't keep you in emotional chaos. They give you clarity. You don't have to guess if God is in it. His peace confirms it. If you're always second-guessing, always anxious, always compromising, that's a sign from heaven, and it's screaming, "Get out." Many people stay too long in spiritually toxic relationships, hoping they'll change. But love is not supposed to hurt your soul. Delaying your exit can damage your spiritual life, drain your mental health, and even derail your destiny. If God is nudging you to leave, don't argue, obey. Lot's wife looked back and turned to salt. Samson stayed with Delilah and lost his strength. Judas stayed close to Jesus, but his heart was far. Obedience is greater than desire. When God says run, run. If this message pierced your heart, it wasn't just a video. It was a wake-up call. God is speaking to you. The question is, will you listen? Don't stay stuck in spiritual bondage when freedom is just one obedient step away. Like this video if it spoke to you and comment below, "I have the strength to walk away." To become a part of this growing community, don't forget to subscribe for more God-led messages like this one. You deserve a relationship that honors God, not one that hides from Him. I'll see you in this next video. Stay blessed.